Hello again. Um, Out working on the garden, dealing with stuff, and I'm going over in my head the last video on social contagion. And because of the stuff going on with Twitter and with Target and a bunch of other stuff, um, I'm thinking my last video on social contagion didn't really properly do an analytical type view so that you can really logically look at this and look at this from the perspective of the DSM-5 and from all of the psychiatric professionals that study these things. And again, the people who study this and understand this have a huge disconnect going on between the medical practitioners who have invented their own little world of fakery and aren't actually looking at it anymore, and they're not paying attention because it's a fad and they make money from it, and so they're profiteering from it. Social contagion. Let's get to this. Uh, Very specifically, okay, I said in my last video that social contagion switches diseases. Okay, social contagion by itself, again, is a transmit method, but it's been set aside as kind of a select group of an existing mental illness called Munchausen's. Now, the typical Munchausen's person that we're used to seeing for so long, okay, before, social contagion kind of really developed out of it, was people who were faking an illness because they wanted the attention from the medical establishment, okay? They liked being pampered in the ER. They liked the attention. These were people who needed attention from immediate family members who would pamper them, because they're ill. Oh, I'm sick. Give me attention. Give me attention. Give me attention. Okay. Um, the social contagion version of it is a transmit method of Munchausen's, and it's also kind of a slight deviation from where they want the attention from. Okay, so the social contagion Munchausen individual is the type of person who needs attention from their peers. They need the attention from people around them. They need attention from, oh, excuse me. Um, they want attention from everyone else. Okay. And so this type of Munchausen's, they're doing it as a defense. Like, for one thing, the one set of people that's highly susceptible to it is teenage girls, and because they're so focused on popularity, and it becomes something of, I can use this to be popular, I can use this to stick it to my parents, I can do this as a way of being rebellious, I can do this as a way of saying, defensively, you can't make fun of my pimples, you can't make fun of my looks, you can't make fun of anything about me, because that would mean you're making fun of somebody with a condition, a mental illness, or something wrong with them, and that makes you bad and me good. It raises their level in social status for what they want. Now, social contagion has Munchausen's, which is diseases. Some people fake cancer, others fake thyroid something or another, and they'll fake another different things. The stereotypical girls, and even it's the mommies who want to be the cool mom. It's all those ones. So they do this as adults. They grow up. They were the popular girl in school, and now they're trying to hold on to it, and it's always this fight for popularity. Um, that switches just about like every generational thing, and we've talked about it. Okay, I, even myself, was a little bit susceptible to social contagion. Okay, I have two holes in my ear. Okay, it was popular in my time for guys to get earrings in their left ear, not the right. That meant you were gay. If you were a girl, I mean, there was all symbolistic, and you got to define something and make something up, and this meant this and this meant that and all these other good things. And it was the hairband, and I had a freaking curling iron, hair down to here, curling iron to freaking frizz out my hair to make me look like a rocker. Mm, you know, and that's what kids do. They're confused, they're facing a world that's big and huge, and they're like, dude, I'm going to do something. So it doesn't matter whether it's doing the hairband rock thing. In the 70s, it was piercing everything in the world. We had, the old joke is why did the chicken cross the road? Because the punk rocker had safety pinned his lip to the chicken. It goes every single generation. The Munchausens has shifted from things like bulimia and anorexia to Tourette's to PTSD to depression, the emo kids, to now it's trans. And the thing about trans is they're doing it the exact opposite. And this is why, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to do it again because people just keep mixing this up. A real transgender person, okay, with gender dysphoria, okay, is a person who has a mental thought, a mental illness that says I should be one sex, but reality says I'm not. Okay, reality says, my mind says I should be a woman. Reality says there's a thingy down there, and that makes me a man. That clash is what causes their problem. Munchausen is about getting attention from everyone else. You want attention from these people and those people and social credit. The person who's transgender, the person who is using transgender as an adult, which is an adult treatment, and it's experimental adult treatment, not what is prescribed for children at all, is OCD on the fact that this doesn't match this. Okay? Their oppression doesn't come from people misgendering them. Their oppression comes from themselves. They look at themselves and they hate their body. They hate it. Okay? And they hate themselves. Okay? And they are fixated on the fact that they can never be what they think they should be. I'm never going to be able to carry a child in my womb. I'm never going to have that physical connection. What's the point of living? That is why they do it. Not because somebody misgendered them. They're not going to kill themselves because of the other stuff. No, that is their pain, okay? And when they do transgender, which is the transformation of the appearance of your gender to match the misimage, the mental illness, okay, they are reducing the pain, okay? When you take pain relievers, you are reducing pain. You are doing things to reduce pain. It's not going to go away, okay? It's never going to actually go away, all right? Real transgenders will tell you this all the time. They'll say, no, this is something I suffer with and I'm going to have for the rest of my life. And you trying to tell me that I'm actually a woman, that somehow I've miraculously changed completely into what my brain thinks it should be, is erasing the fact that the pain is there. I'm still never going to do this. I'm never going to do that. I'm not going to have these things. I'm not going to be that, okay? It doesn't matter if you find a way to change every cell in the body to have a new DNA book that says this is how we're building this body, okay? Doesn't matter if you changed every cell, every DNA strand in that person to do that. All of the time they've spent on this earth from the point when they were one single DNA strand from the sperm and the egg, from that point all the way up to when you changed it, you can't erase that. And erasing their condition as if they don't exist and telling them that they don't have, oh, no, you are a woman, you don't have pain. That's you trying to push aside the belief that they have any kind of pain and that they suffer from something. You're erasing them. And no, they don't like that. Okay? They don't want attention. They go to the store. They don't want you to look at them. They don't want the reminder. They don't want to use other people's bathrooms. Okay? They go to the bathroom. They never want to use public bathrooms. I don't care. They never want to use them. They do not want to walk up and see, man, woman. Okay, brain matches that one, body matches that one. Guess what? That's not how they see it. They don't sit there and do that. They go, I don't match physically that bathroom, and my mind does not match that bathroom. It's their perspective. They see it the other way. They don't look at it and go, well, I could use either one because my brain says this and my body says that. No, no. It's not a I can do both. It's an I can't do either one. Okay? So seeing that and saying, I can't go in there because my brain says one thing, and I can't go in there because my body says something else. That's their conflict. Okay? Trying to skew this and listening to all of the Munchausen kids who want attention from the outside has caused this problem. They want the outside attention. These people don't care about it. Okay? Every single one of the ones in my daughter's therapy, every single one that's come out of the hiding to come talk to me and say, God, I can't say anything to anyone else because they will make fun of me and call me gender phobic. It's like, Jesus, I'm the one who's actually suffering, and you're going to do that to me. This is what you're doing to these people, okay? You're not just some, oh, it's the right-wing people who hate me. No, the other ones who hate you are the ones who actually suffer from this. They hate you too because you're burying them, you're destroying the services that they need, and you're demanding the absolute opposite from the public and all these popularity things to do the opposite of what they would want.